Back in Charleston, West Virginia, not all of the spectators on hand today are on the land. Some soaking in the sun from the Kanawha River, and they were treated earlier to a pretty good race in the first moto of Pro Am Sport GP.
Oh, we got a three-way battle for the lead. Not unexpected whatsoever.
Nimi way out in front already.
Yeah, Nimi on a rocket ship.
Nimi crosses the start-finish line to the checkered. He takes moto number 1. So another impressive win for Nimi, although he doesn't officially earn any points because you have to win 2 motos or finish 2 motos to recalculate the points. And the racers for Sport GP have made their way onto the starting line, and all 10 racers in this field to decide the national championship as well as the tour championship. Sam Nimi won moto number 1 earlier here today, guys. As long as he finishes in the top 2 in this moto, he will be guaranteed the tour championship. He can still win it without finishing in the top 2, but then the mathematics come into play. If he finishes in the top 2, it makes it easy for us, and we know it's decided.
And I think he's going to make it easy for us, Dave.
Yeah, he's out front. Nimi on the inside. He's got somebody trying to sweep, but Sam Nimi does what he needs to do. Gets the drive on the inside. Now we're going to have to see at the split who's out there. I think that's Keith Dill.
Yeah,
and
111.
Those two are, oh no, that's Billy Dearman. Big bad Billy Dearman. He's a multi-time national championship champion as well. Nimi, though, taking that outside split. He's going to come across, and let's check it. That is our jet trim hole shot rider, Sam Nimi, out in front. National championship clearly in the crosshairs, tour championship as well. All he's got to do is stay where he's at, and he will be your overall winner. Nimi, far left-hand side of the track. He is accelerating away from Billy Dearman and the rest of the crew.
Yeah, Sam Nimi out in front, just rocketing out on the inside there. You can see Nimi, boat number 1, taking a great jump out of the start and just pushing that Yamaha out in front. Really, really great jump.
Yeah, he's hitting 65 miles an hour before they hit the back straightaway. That is one quick machine. He has lit up, and Sam Nimi now taken off. He is extending his lead already in this first lap. We've got a rider down. Nimi goes by safely, cleanly. He's trying the inside. An experienced rider. He wants to try the inside and outside split.
22, yep. Eric Gabriel out on the hook right now with motor trouble. Meanwhile, out in front, Sam Nimi just stretching it. He has got that Yamaha hold wave blaster just pinned, and he is stretching, trying to put some distance between himself and Billy Dearman. Dearman will have none of it, though. Dearman is doing everything he can to try to keep Nimi in his sights and try to make a race out of this. Nimi not interested in making a race out of this. He wants to dominate like he did first moto, take the national title, take the series title. Clean sweep for Sam Nimi.
And for Billy Dearman, this is a nice bounce-back performance. He finished 9th in moto number 1 earlier today, and Billy Dearman has had a fantastic season. Came into this race 3rd overall in the point standings. Actually, it was pretty tight at the top of the standings coming into the day. Keith Dill only 24 points back behind your overall leader, Sam Nimi.
Yeah, that's Dearman. You see him on the 111 boat there. He's an experienced competitor. You see Dearman riding everything. You know, he's putting everything into this. He wants to catch Nimi in the worst way. If Sam Nimi has a mechanical, Billy Dearman's going to be in the championship hunt. We'd have to check out the points and see how it would work out. But he's 3rd in the points right now. I'll tell you what, Sam Nimi, if he stays in that position, he's got the overall, and no question about that. That's hands down. Billy Dearman going to push Sam Nimi as hard as he can, try and get Nimi to make a mistake. I'm going to tell you what, I don't see it happening. Sam Nimi, very experienced rider, twisted some wrenches early this morning. He knows that craft inside out and backwards. Nimi on the far outside of the split. He is going for all the marbles.
Sam Nimi so dominant on this tour for so long.
And it looks having like a mechanical.
Nimi goes down, slows down to the water. Here comes Dearman. Dearman goes by Nimi. Wow, just as we were talking about how he had it in the bag, Nimi has a problem.
And now Nimi, it looks like maybe getting a little bit of acceleration back.
No, he has got some serious issues. That triple cylinder engine, he has got his head, shaking his head. He is devastated right now.
Oh,
We talked about this earlier in Moto 1. These motors are strung out, highly pushed, exotic race engines. Anything can happen. He's lifting that seat. He might have an exhaust leak, but regardless, he is getting passed by the entire field right now. And a devastating turn of events for Sam Nemi. Wow, frankly, we really didn't expect that.
And guys, this could possibly open up the door for Keith Dill. Keith Dill, the only man really within shouting distance to be able to take the Tour Championship away from Sam Nemi, but with the double points available here today, and the fact that Dill finished second in Moto number 1, it's not out of the realm of possibilities that depending how things finish up here, that Dill could actually tie Nemi in the points total, and with a better finish today, that would by virtue give him the Tour Championship.
Right, the Tour
Absolutely.
Championship and the National Championship.
Yeah, Keith Dill's got a shot here. We got to keep an eye on number 14 as Billy Dearman out in front out of Madison, Mississippi on that Judge Motorsports
Keith Dill, number
Blaster
14.
Hall. And yeah, Dill 14 out of Naples, also on a Yamaha Wave Blaster boat. He is back just a little bit in the pack, so the calculator's gonna have to come out. He's on a white boat with yellow numbers, number 14, and he's got a shot at this thing overall.
Yeah, Keith Dill throwing it down. He's had some mechanical issues all weekend long. He's been bringing that boat in and out of the water, doing everything he can. Boy, I'll tell you what a great surprise it would be for Keith Dill, because I'll tell you what, as he started this race, he wasn't thinking national championship.
No, but you know, Sam Nemi does get points for this race. He did finish a lap, so he won the first moto. He'll get some points for this second moto. We've got another rider down, so the attrition's starting to take place here as these boats start to break. And highly modified watercraft, this happens. This is not unusual. Anything can happen. We've still got laps to go, only at the halfway point.
Guys, it's gonna depend on where Dill finishes, how many points he gets, and can he make up that 24-point gap atop the standings. We're gonna need a calculator, frankly, to figure this thing out at the end. Meantime, it is Billy Dearman who continues to set the pace in this moto.
And Dearman got a 9th in moto number 1. So he is out in front in moto number 2, so that's going to complicate the overall as well.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, Keith Dill's doing everything he can. Billy Dearman out there. Let's not forget Richard Taylor. He's not in the points for the overall, but Richard Taylor now in that second place position on the track.
And he got a 3rd in race number 1.
Right, so it... Oh! And the leader goes down. And Billy Dearman fell off the side of his boat at the end of the front straightaway. He's swimming towards it now.
Dearman just fell off his boat. I don't know what happened. I've never seen anybody he just fell off the side of his boat, and he's got his hand in the water.
Yeah, the yellow flag has come out. A dangerous situation with Dearman away from his boat in the water.
And these riders are going to have to take a cautious path around that buoy with Dearman's 111 sitting there, floating helplessly as the course marshal takes him over. Got the yellow flag out protecting Dearman.
This is certainly not an ideal situation from a safety standpoint, let alone a racing standpoint.
But Keith Dill is gonna love it. Yeah, and I'll tell you what, Richard Taylor's still in the lead, but Keith Dill is the story now. That puts Dill into 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th position, and if he can get 1 or 2 more, he may gather that championship.
14, Keith Dill in a really good position right now that he wasn't anticipating at the beginning of this moto. So right now it's Richard Taylor, 111X. Richard Taylor out of Christmas, Florida on the Anderson clan Sea-Doo HX-based watercraft is inherited the lead, and he is charging. He got a 3rd in moto number 1. He's got in the lead here in moto number 2. He hangs on to this. He's going to be in real good shape for the overall today.
Richard Taylor, a 50-year-old racer, the oldest in this event here that we're watching right now, formerly worked at NASA.
He's a rocket scientist.
And Dill just making another pass. Keith Dill makes it stick. He's moved up 1 more. Keith Dill, watch him. He's got 3 riders in front of him. Let's go down below.
Drew Goldfarb standing by. Drew.
Guys, this has been an incredible race and just insane from start to where it is right now. And what a difference a year makes. At this time a year ago, Sam Nemi hadn't lost a race. He swept the entire season, winning all 7 races, including the national championship. And right now, with the way things have been going, we entered the day with a 3-man race. And right now, it's still anybody's championship. Dill has an opportunity to overtake him, and we could be looking at a new national champion in 2017, guys.
We're under yellow yet again now, guys. As number 111 has come off the boat.
Dearman again, I believe.
Yeah.
He's struggling right now. And, you know, I wonder if Keith Dill realizes what's happened in front of him with Sam Nemi. Dill may not know. These guys typically don't get signals from pits. So Dill, number 14, could be in line for a national title here and an overall, but he's got some work to do yet with Richard Taylor.
Dill did finish first in the first moto of the day. They'll combine that with the moto here in moto number 2 to determine the overall podium finish. And if Keith Dill can get onto the podium, he's got an outside shot. We'll have to do the math, but there is an outside shot with the double points available that he could take the Tour Championship.
Yeah, very strong possibility. Dill got a second in moto number 1. Sam Nemi, who got a first, is out. So that leaves Richard Taylor and Keith Dill. Dill with a second, Taylor with a third in moto number 1.
And the white flag is out. We're coming on to the final lap now.
So Keith Dill's got 1 lap, and he looks like he's challenging from the outside in the split now. He's not going to make it right here, but boy, he has got 1 more lap to change 1 or 2 positions. If he can pass the 2 riders in front of him, he is going to be very close to national championship status. Dill has got to make this the circuit of his life.
Yeah, if Dill knew what was the stakes were right now, you would think Dill would really be charging. Not that he's not, but he would be riding like a wild man out there.
Meantime, Richard Taylor, guys, on the front end of this course, the back end of the course, I should say, the front end of the traffic, and he is coming around now to the home stretch. He's going to get the checkered flag here on this moto, but as you said, it is Keith Dill back there right now in 5th place. Would really like to be able to pick up a position at least in this final couple of turns.
Yeah, Richard Taylor in the driver's seat for the overall today. Takes the checkered flag. Nice ride for Taylor. That could put him into the overall for today. Not necessarily the Tour Championship. That's to be figured out.
Oh, very unfortunate. Keith Dill took the outside split. That is going to not allow him to move up. Let's see. We've got 2nd, 3rd, and Dill in 4th unofficially. Boy, let's get the calculators out. I think we'll leave those to the officials a little later on.
I just wonder if Keith Dill has any idea.
All right, so we are going to take a quick time out to recalculate everything, break out our slide rulers, and when we come back, we will tell you who the 2017 champion is and also hear from him. That's next on CBS Sports Network.